Okay. Everybody displays narcissistic behavior, and I was just such a narcissist. So I kind of assumed that my dog was trying to just sit here and get my attention, which he was. I'm so sorry about my last stream. I assumed that my dog was just trying to optimize my attention, which he does on occasion. But in this instance, he was trying to tell me that he needed to go pee. And I ignored him. I feel kind of bad because he was trying to communicate with me. That he's like, and he's not a dog. He's a puppy. He's still a baby. He's a little baby. He's like a whole baby. Like, let's sit on your lap. Please hold me and cradle me. And let's watch Netflix and TV, baby. While he lays in the bed and cuddles with me. And when he sleeps at night, he wants to sleep and cuddle. He doesn't want to just lay in his own bed. He doesn't like personal space. He likes mine. I am a Sagittarian. So sometimes that gets on my nerves just a little bit. But he was trying to communicate with me, and I wasn't listening because I. The more I's come out of my mouth, the less I'm listening to someone else. Just want to say. So I don't appreciate that stuff about myself. I don't like I's and other people. Like, I only think about myself. Like, so I'm trying to recover from that. It's a journey. I used to not be like that. I used to have a we in my mouth, but now I'm not married or in a relationship. So I'm not exactly sure how that is. But I do a lot of charity work. Like, my job requires charity, so I'm hoping that that kind of makes sense. Anyhow, welcome to Ace of Wands Hierophant. Thank you very much for joining. This is Ace of Wands. This is a free Q&A card reading. And yes, I'm reading cards today, guys. Not in my natural state, because I can't read cards in my natural state. It becomes very, like, I don't know. Like, mind over spirit. I don't like it. So, if you don't like that I'm not in my natural state, please exit stage left. Because I gotta do what I gotta do for me, for you. 3:30, 3 o'clock. So there it is. I hated that I ignored my dog. That's why I got off right away. And he's my baby. I ain't gonna lie. He threw up in my car. And, he was trying so hard to hide it. It was the cutest thing. Like, he tried to hide it. He was trying to eat it. I said, stop it. Stop it. Oh, that's so disgusting. Don't eat it. Oh, God, don't eat it. He was really, like, he's so sweet. He's such a sweet baby. I don't even know what to say. And when he can't get in my bed, when I want to sleep by myself, like, he panics all day, all night. He panics. He's up. He's panicking. He's chewing on stuff. He's my baby. He's my baby. And he's sweet. He chewed on a battery. I thought he was going to die. I was so scared. I don't like to treat him. I don't like to feed him. Okay, let me stop talking about my dog because he's my baby. He really is the sweetest thing. And it broke my heart to have to potty train him, like, because he's stubborn. He's a water sign, very stubborn. Can you stop picking cards for me? If I find my card down here and you chewed it up, I'm gonna be so not in the mood for you. Politics and source. Exactly what I was saying. Rob. Thank you so much for your like. I so much appreciate you. I've been having I have my whole thing going on myself. So would you like to ask a question for your like? I really appreciate it. It's Robbie. Rabia. Oh man, that's so sad. Okay. So I really try as much as I can to pronounce names. Rabia. Okay, what's your question, sweet love? I hope did I say Rabia right? Yes, you pronounced it right. Thank you. Oh, goodness. I try, seriously. So what's your question, sweet? I pulled out all of my decks for you guys. I'm excited. Rashima! What's going on, sweet love? How you doing? Welcome back. By the way, if you didn't know, that was a song by Lauryn Hill. Welcome back. Okay, Rabia, I don't need a card to tell you this. I don't need not one card to tell you this. If anybody, your glasses are cool. Thank you so much. If anybody has to check up on you on WhatsApp or Twitter and you don't have their personal phone number or some kind of personal connection to them, WhatsApp is not a personal connection. That's not even like, I don't know, Facebook. It's not like anything personal to them. And if they are not willing to be personal and vulnerable with you, then you shouldn't even be asking these questions. Because you're better than that. You feel me? I don't want to know. Does somebody say, can I take you out on a date on WhatsApp? Hey, let me WhatsApp you the date. Baby, love you. And Rashima knows I'm like this. So I'm not just being like this with you. I'm like this. Look here. If you don't have his phone number and texting him to his personal phone, but yet you work, WhatsApp, an app, and not his phone, I don't care if you had a falling out. Even still, you should have the phone number to begin with. So if you had a falling out, y'all could discuss it. You don't WhatsApp or some other side app to contact somebody. That makes you a side piece, and you sure don't want to be that. You don't want to be his other girl on side of his other girl. Okay. A lot of people say a lot of things. When you first met, did you say a lot of things? But you still don't have his phone number. You had to have a meeting to fall out. And you still don't have his phone number or text message or, I don't know. If you have his number, then why are you waiting for WhatsApp? Just text him. If he doesn't text back, then he blocked you. And that's another issue. WhatsApp doesn't change your phone number. WhatsApp doesn't change your phone number. WhatsApp, when you download WhatsApp, it's the exact same number that you have on your phone. So are you having a discussion, sweet, about what's going on? Or are you just chasing him on WhatsApp? Because then that's inner child healing, being worried about people leaving. If you're worried about people leaving and he's leaving every time there's a problem, then there's an issue there, sweet love, that doesn't have anything to do with you and nothing you can do about. You shouldn't have to chase someone, especially a grown-ass man. Men are supposed to be chivalrous. They're supposed to invite in a woman. Do not make me chase you. You're supposed to bring me flowers. I'm not supposed to show up at your house and bring you flowers. You're supposed to bring me flowers. I'm not supposed to be begging you. Like, literally, is what's between your legs. And then who's the masculine here? If I'm chasing you, I'm trying to open up your door. I'm trying to open the door to my heart for you. And you're like trying to walk the heck out of it. Come on, baby. You are so much worth. You are so much more than it. Girl, if that's the way they doing it, let them leave. Goodbye. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Because I am a masculine. So I open my women's stores. I pay for the meal a majority of the time. I suggest romantic places as well that we should go. I call them. I show my interest. If this person is not showing their interest in you, and if a man approaches me and he won't accept that I am then okay, look here. Open my door, pay for my food, and be your masculine self. But I'm still going to say hello, goodbye, before the end of the night. You're not staying here. I told you no in the first place. You are a lady, and so shall you be treated as such. Okay? Yes, NC, you may ask a question. Yes. So you know what? Stop looking for people you have to chase. And clean up that inner childhood wounding of having to chase love. You know what? It's okay to be available to be chased, but you should not chase a man. If they're a real man, they'll stand up. Can the real guys please stand up? Please stand up. Because if you're not real and you want me as a lady to chase you as a guy, excuse me, I'd rather go to McDonald's and say, excuse me, can I have, I'm sorry, whatever your local restaurant is, can I have, a burger with them fries, something? Can I have something with them fries? Because, I don't just eat French fries, mug. I want a whole damn meal. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happening now in love with Charles and I. I don't know. I don't know what's happening now in love with Charles and I. If there's no issue, don't let there. Hi, Kate. How you doing, sweet? If there's no issue, are you doing? I'm doing readings. I'm doing intuitive readings. I have my cards right in front of me, even though you can't see them, but I'm doing all of that. So, if there's no issue between Charles and I, then don't make. Let me see. How do you say it? Don't put poop in sweet apple pie. But if there is an issue, I have really good advice. But you don't put poop in sweet apple pie. I'm so sorry. If it's already good, then do yourself a favor and live it out. Because that's the best thing ever. I can't tell you he gonna hurt you in 6 months. Who the heck wanna dump on your shit like that? Excuse my language. Don't let me dump on you. Okay? If it's good, shoot. I can't wait for good. I'm single out here. You and Charles better do your thing. For real. We ain't about to play out here. Look at all us asking these questions about some real stuff. If he doing what he should do and he ain't messing up and you having petty arguments and stuff, one of y'all need to just, that's it. One of y'all need to, somebody talking a little too much and too worried about what's going to happen next versus just living in the moment. Live in the moment, because you know what? Sometimes knowing what's next can get you in the chest and it's really not even the truth. It's not true. Whatever you think is next, that ain't even true. Maybe, I don't know, he might always put the toilet seat down when he pee. I don't know. He might never, ever mess up. Why try to? Guess what? Sometimes, do you know the hardest thing for some people to do is shut off your brains and put your fingers in your ears and walk away? Just do that. If he's talking too much, have a boundary or two. Put your fingers in your ears and walk away. If he's talking about something that ain't even relevant to what you're doing. If it's relevant, you better listen real quick because you'll lose a good thing. I mean, for real, you really don't want to poop an apple pie. But if it's irrelevant, put your fingers in your ears, go get in your car and drive to the park somewhere and watch the kids play and smile. Petty stuff. Don't engage. Because if you're happy and he's happy, smile, girl. Smile, girl. Come on. Or he or she. No, not gender specific, but you know what I'm saying. Because NC could mean anything. Well, New York City, but NC could mean anything. Smile. For real. Sometimes people be on your back and on your heels about something they're insecure about. Kate, how you doing, sweet? Yes, ma'am, you may. Hi, Miss She. Hi, Miss NC She. Thank you very much for your question. I appreciate you. Man, just let it be. Let it be, oh, let it be. Let him be, oh, let him be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let him be. Look, a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Great love is worth waiting for, having, living for, whatever. Sometimes people have their own way of just, trying to create horns in a symphony. Sometimes some of them horns are louder than the other ones. Grand symphony. But if it's good, you know what I'm saying? Okay. As far as Miss Kate goes, your career looks like a beautiful engaging. I mean, it's a mine doesn't with my freaking computer. Okay, let it be. If you are happy with your career, then you're in perfect harmony. But if you are not happy with your career, like I said, these horns and all this stuff, if it's creating too much chaos for you, girl, do something you love. Do you want to quit my job for? I quit my job for less money to help people. I do this. I write music. And I deliver food to the elderly and people who don't have cars and things like that. And the money that I make off that, I'm trying to create generational wealth. I invest it. And that's what I quit my job for. So I can help people. Because I believe I'm a 3 life path. And my birthday is in November. Look, when you're in perfect harmony with yourself, there's no question about whether your job is good for you. If it creates a feeling, it doesn't matter how much it pays. It's a feeling of, am I doing the right thing for myself? Does it make me feel good? Does it put my emotional being on a shelf that my physical plane couldn't even imagine a year ago, 3 years ago? Is it actual growth where I am from then? Time machine. I didn't even see that card. I'm so sorry. The time machine. Look at where you are from where you were, and are you happy where you're at? And that is that. If you're happier where you are now, then goodness, love, be that. If you worked your behind off and you're scared to quit it because you worked your behind off, like you worked your behind off to become a therapist. Oh, look, time machine is also a 3. And I'm a 3 life path. Again, 12, 3, 14, 27, 26, and 7. Now look, if you worked your behind off to get to where you're at, there's nothing. What the heck is wrong with starting over? I mean, when you go shopping, you threw away them old jeans you used to love to death. I said that the correct way. You threw away them old jeans that you used to love to death. You wore them jeans for 10 years. Probably some of us. 5 for other. You threw away that you wore them jeans for years. You know what I'm saying? And then you like one day, you woke up, you said, I think I want some goddamn new jeans today. And it seems so trivial to match your job to your jeans. But honestly, them new jeans, they'll last for many more years than the last ones. That's all I gotta say about that. So sometimes you gotta simplify the way you think in order to simplify your life. And if anxiety, you don't have a drink. Have a drink and then go quit your job. Wake up in the morning, be mad about it like buyer's remorse. But then be happy the next morning that you're doing what the heck you want to. I thought when I first started doing this job, I thought it was just not, it was not going to be enough. I did not for sure have this set amount of hours, for sure going to make this set amount of check, for sure, and going to be, it's the most freeing thing I ever had to be able to just go on my job, work. If I wanted to work 2 hours, I could work 2 hours. Dedicate my life to myself. To get to know me. Hi. Because you know what? I've been working some drone in elementary and high school and in college and in my normal life, some drone having a paper pushing person told me, if you didn't have this and if you didn't work like this, then you were never going to have nothing. Excuse me? I'm the most independent child you have. I'm the most independent person look, even on my worst day, I thank my God, source, universe, everybody, my ancestors, my guides, my card readers. I thank them in my journal every day. Because guidance to self versus what some person that don't even live in this house has to say or doesn't live in this heart has to say is irrelevant. Because I'm a musician and you're a paper pusher. And those are 2 very different. But I promise you, more people are supporting me than the office of people, the 20 people you work with. I'm over here spreading wisdom. That's what the source told me to do. Source said, I'm supposed to speak. I'm supposed to speak knowledge into people. That's what source said. I had to get myself right first. Can you get your face out? And like, don't do that. I had to get myself right first in a place where I could actually say this and it actually be true. I cannot tell you anything, Source said, that I do not live by. So guess what? If you're going to be that person that's in and out of my life and then tell me, and don't even live in my house, and then tell me who I should be. First of all, if you're going to be the person to tell me who I should be, you out in the first place. Number one, you're the first one out. And then second, if you're going to be in and out, then don't let the door hit you in the place where the good Lord split you. Because you ain't supposed to be here anyway. Because you're out all the time, more than you're in here. You're out of my heart more than you in here. You don't see me. But first thing I know is, Kate, take the time to see you first. Nobody can tell you I can't say, quit your job. That needs to be something, a decision in which you make. One thing I can say is, see what's in here. Are you an artist, a painter, a cellist, so scared to quit your job to venture into your art? Or maybe you can take time off and see where. Take a moment to your goddamn self. Take a minute or 2 or 3 months or so. Take a year to yourself. Where that one job you quit, there will be another one out there. BziB. Everybody's hiring. Okay? Everybody. You can get another one. Just like the one you got. Or you can follow your passions. See where that leads you. You know? If it requires you to quit your job. If not, if you can do it part-time, do it. Get something so simple so your brain has a moment to think. Okay? I don't need no cards to tell me that. But this one does. Willing release. I just picked it up. I didn't even try. That message was for you. Be willing to release that stuck-minded attitude. Like, there's not somebody else that will hire you, or in a year, in a month, or day, but you can't take a moment for yourself because some guy at your job pointing a finger at you. Look, every finger they're pointing at you, there's 3 pointing back at them. Okay? Don't worry about that. Their vacation is longer than yours. Nah, girl. Love yourself first. That's what I'm saying. Message rejected. NC. I don't know why that was rejected. I'm so sorry. Hide user on this channel. Oh, I don't know if it's cussing people out. You know, there was some cuss words on there, girl. What's up? But yes, I want all you ladies to love yourself first. Because God, dang, there will always be somebody out here trying to bring the dragon on you. Look, a storyteller. Somebody always trying to tell you stories about what God wants for you. You look, if you don't have a 9-to-5 job, there's some BS going on. They can write a book about what you should have. Shoot. What you want is to shine through. Relationships, hardships, good ships, bad ships. That's a 32. That's 30 right there. I don't know how many threes I gotta get. How many threes I gotta get? Don't anybody stop you. This is not like for real. We in here to empower ourselves, empower our purpose. We're not here to like mess with other people. Look, a meaningful move. That's what we're trying to do. These are oracles for ourselves. These are not oracles for other people. I can't, you're here, not them. These are for you to make meaningful moves in our lives so that we can feel grounded as a person, God, source, universe, and everybody. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why You can't be the royal, loyal you. It's inappropriate not to be. Have somebody tell you what to do? I think it's not. Quiet your mind. And think about what creates all these chakras. You see the chakras? It's the shiniest thing on this card. But it sure is a beautiful lady. You feel me? It's another 3. 32. 5, the number of change. New direction. Actually, let me put it like that. Don't capsulate yourself into something that somebody else said you should be. That is just unnerving. That's unnerving. I just picked it up and turned it over. It's unnerving. You don't want to be the butterfly in the cage. You want to be the ones out of it. I mean, there's an entire universe, world, source. There's so many people in this world, you know? So many things to do. I don't want to be the butterfly in the cage. I want the key to the cage to get out. You know what I'm saying? So I feel the same way about people who are stuck in their wonderland, as that if you're going to be with a person like me, like you literally have to be like free. That's why I'm not going to. I've been through that, done that, and I ain't going to do it again. I don't want to be capped. I don't want to be, I want to see beyond. I want to explore every endeavor. I want to know. I want to know, okay, if I do jump off this bridge into the water, am I going to drown or am I going to make it to the top? Now, I did not say, am I going to die when I hit the water? Now, that's something completely different. You don't want to go to a bridge that high, okay? But when I get to the point where I hit that water, will I just be strong enough and swim and swim and swim and swim and swim and save myself from something that could, even though it's so refreshing, that could stop my breath? I'm gonna swim. I'm just choke on my way up by the time I get up out that water. But I am going to swim no matter what. You have to see that self. You have to see that in self. You know, see beyond the limitations of anything or any box or any heart or anything that somebody can put you in. Because first you got to love yourself. 3333 on the clock. You have to love yourself first. And that means that sometimes you have to take other people out there to understand what self-love means. And then once, even if you're not alone, are alone, have kids, sometimes you kind of gotta, if you don't have to leave it. You just kind of gotta close the door to your bedroom and sometimes watch your favorite TV show 4 times a week if that's what it takes. Excuse me, this is my time. It's my time to make you understand. Isn't this a man? I don't know the song. I don't know. Okay. Let me tell you. Oh, same part? No. Look. Be the kiss from a rose. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Kiss from a rose on the grave. That's a Seal song. Look up guys Seal. It'll make you, when the orchestra, what is it? Anyway, the orchestra and then the music and then his voice, and then you just put it on so loud you can't hear nothing else. It's just like if you just listen to the words. Ooh, the more I see of you, the stranger it feels. And imagine that's yourself. The more I see of you, the stranger it feels. Myself, the more I get to know myself, the stranger I feel like I just was a stranger to myself. No. And this message is the gift of the oracle. Okay? Yeah, they do. Kate, you just kind of gotta, you have to take a moment and listen to stuff, do stuff, and be something that touches your soul. That is how you show gratitude to spirit. I don't know why this makes sense as I'm saying it. That's a 3. That's a 43. There's so many 3s on this table, I can't even say. And 3 is the number of in touch with self. Look up the number 3. Look up the angel number 3 all by itself. And then you have about 8 3s on here. All of you. All of you that's meant for. No one needs to lie. Look at this. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say that? Did I not say I want to open up the key to my heart to myself? So that when somebody does show me any kind of something or another, so you need to open up the key to your heart to yourself. These 2 hands, they don't belong to nobody else. There's only one key here and one heart. That is not 2. This is not the 2 of cups. This is your cup. Your cup right here. Yourself, your key. That's the sacred reverence. That's what it means to live. You don't not go to the Cayman Islands because somebody said you shouldn't. Okay. Hold on. 4 and 7 is 11. Excuse me. They said, I don't want to go to the Cayman Islands. Oh, you don't want to go? Look at me, my head is. Okay, don't go. I'm going to the Cayman Islands. Then they'll be like, they don't want you to go to the Cayman Islands because they get jealous. Who you going to be with at the Cayman Islands? Myself. And you better hope there ain't nobody else there. Then you're going to be real. Then body and soul. Then you're going to be real scared. You better catch yourself. Hello, I Heart Tiff. How you doing, baby? You better catch yourself. Go to the Cayman Islands. Do something. Do something today. We is not about to sit here and play with y'all. We is great and full. Grateful. We are great and full. That's me. I can do this by myself, or you can come with me. But you are not. You are not about to scratch up my bucket list. I got a bucket list. If I want to go to Cayman Islands, I bucket listed. If I want to go to, I don't know, Aruba. That's a food. I'm so sorry. If that's what I want to eat, though, let me ask a question. Of course, Tiff, you may. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Would you mind liking, please? I'm for real. See, I have like this whole addiction with is it? I tasted it one time, and I'm like addicted to it. Prosciutto, the cured ham. It comes in like really thin slices. It's very salty and probably not very good for your body. I eat it like every 3 days, like 2 packs by itself. Just the meat part. They sell it in our local grocery store. It's like, and Tiff, that is the cutest thing. It's the sweetest thing. Yeah. That's your song. Don't you know, baby? Honestly, let me tell you something. And I am changing your mindset. Okay? Not your mind. Your mindset. I know. That song, by the way, is a song by her. Check it out. It's the most beautiful thing. She has the most beautiful songs. Let me tell you this. Okay, here is how do I say this the proper way? Let me say it like this: smoke and mirrors. Give it to you straight. If you're supposed to be friends, then you are friends. The only thing that God is going to ever give you is something that you're supposed to have. What is not meant for you will not be in your life. Therefore, if it ends, then it ends. But enjoy it while it's here. Create a friendship. Do things together. Say, let's go out tonight. Let's do it. If you want more than a friendship, which it sounds like by the question and the way you worded it, you do. At that point, that's a different question, sweet love. And that's something you guys should discuss. But as far as a friendship goes, a friendship is one that is, which I can't say, crystal ball, will you be together forever? But one thing I can say is, like I said, don't poop in the pumpkin pie. Don't poop in the pumpkin pie. If the pumpkin pie is already good, then why poop in it? Why add something to it that's not even there? Why say, I don't know if he really wants to be my friend? But the thing is, that's like inner childhood wounding, where you just have to just realize you have to create a friendship. You just don't meet somebody one day and all of a sudden they're your friend. It's forever in life. Because if that's something that you are actually looking for within a person, then you're looking for more than that. And that in which you need to discuss with that person. So even though he just keeps calling you a friend, so you want to call him your friend, but you want something personal. If you want something personal, open your mouth and say something. But not everybody's going to run away just because you say, I like you that way. Some people be like, you know what? I didn't want to say nothing either, but I like you too. You really cute. And I like the way you smile. Spending time all the time, Or maybe I was thinking I wanted to spend more time with you, but I didn't want to bombard you with all my stuff and how I was feeling too. Y'all both feeling the same dang on way about each other. Sometimes y'all don't. Or the person is with somebody else. You don't want to be a homemaker for sure. That doesn't mean that your feelings are going to leave just because they're with somebody else. But you don't want to create chaos in somebody else's life. Because then you become, I don't know, what is that saying? Not even a homemaker. You become anyway, the person that came into something, you know what I'm saying, and you said something, and you're already with somebody else, and then now they have drama with that person because they actually do feel the same way about you, but then you are not in the middle of a bunch of drama, and then all of y'all break up. So the smartest thing to do if they're with somebody is just to be patient. Spend time with them when you can. If they're not with anybody it's really not very smart not to say something 4:55 on the clock. It could do something. It could do one of the other. It can create a really good thing as a lover, or if they say no, your heart's gonna be like a little aflutter, but you could still have a really good friendship, and there will be someone else that's meant for you that'll come along that'll change that flutter for you. But you don't have to not say anything if that's what you want. It's the best advice I could give. Straight. But saying something always says something. Saying nothing always says nothing. Closed mouth don't get fed. That's what my mama said. Let me tell you. First of all, it depends on what he's lying about. Sometimes it doesn't necessarily mean this is childhood wounding that you don't believe him. But if there's, don't ignore the red flags. I mean like the blinking ones, not like the ones that are like this, like a piece of tape that you made just to stick a problem back there. No. Don't ignore the red flags. Is it tape or is it like one of those wavy, flags they use in the marching band while they're marching? I mean, you need to figure out if that part first. Are you making a mountain out of a molehill first? Or was there a big ass red flag or something he did? And then you're trying to decide. He stayed gone all night or for 3 days. He didn't show up, and the work said he wasn't there, and they didn't have no work, business, nothing. And then he has a story for you, and then it doesn't make sense. And then you sitting over here asking him what happened. Where were you? Now those are big, huge red flags. That's a marching band flag. Okay. Now he was gone for 2 hours, and you don't know where he was, and really he was just trying to go to the diner to eat some dinner by himself, but he doesn't want to say something that'll hurt your feelings, so he doesn't say nothing at all. He just said, I was just out. Then that's like a sticky tape. He was out with his buddies. That's a sticky tape. And you worried about whether he was with another lover. His buddy told you he was with him. Sometimes it's a sticky tape until it becomes like, I don't know, until it becomes a fan. Does that make sense? Sticky tape till it becomes a fan. Then once it becomes a fan, then you can roll the fan and look. He better not make the little fan the big fan. If I got to turn the button to get you to tell the truth, it's an issue. Okay? Now it just went from a molehill to a whole ass mountain. Don't make me have to switch the button. Otherwise, can we just be honest with each other? What the heck? What and when and how? And it better been your brother. That's all I gotta say. And even brothers lie for each other. So all I can say is the story is in the things that they don't say. That's how you can tell that they're telling the truth. And then the real truth, the truth is in the in-between of the lie. That's what I'm saying. So you have to learn how to read people. And then their whole gesture and mannerism. If they look at you straight in the eyes and tell you, look here, woman, I ain't doing nothing. And not in like one of those stupid ways, but one of those, I'm very serious with you right now. Like, I'm not doing nothing, like, for real. I love you. Not one of those, I'm gonna beat you if you say I'm doing it again. Not one of them ways. Because that's a whole lie. One of them, I was just with my brother, baby. God dang. And the brother said, and then you went to the bar and they said, yeah, he was here. Then just give him a break. Get a dude a break. You know what I'm saying? But if the truth is in between if the lies is in between the truth, okay, use your discernment. and then the story kind of does not make sense or does make sense, you got to use your discernment on that end. But don't make you can't be the one to make the mountain out of the molehill. The mountain has to be made by them. Otherwise, it's on you. You're doing it. I'm just saying. Not every time somebody go out, that doesn't mean that they're out there playing. I wasn't. Not like that. Sometimes when I went out, I dated a lot. And when I dated, I'm not a lot. I'm so sorry. That sounds like I'm not totally like slutty. It's not like that. When I dated women that would actually be intimidated by the attention I get, that the attention that came to me. So then I was the bad guy because people, how you doing? Hello. Hey, hi. Hey, where you from? What's your name? What are you? I'm doing just like this, like everywhere, but it wasn't me. I was just like, hey, I can be your friend. What's up? My girl is inside. But then when we got on, I was the bad guy. That's a mountain out of a molehill. I mean, a mountain out of like an anthill. Like, I wasn't even interested. But I don't want to be rude and not say, hello, how are you doing? I'm not that way, though. I'm very monogamous that way. So use your discernment. Best I can say. Not everybody is out there to hurt you. God dang, that's a lot of wind. It's the truth, though. And the truth will set you free. Oh, my God. Okay, I go live. I haven't learned how to just pause it. Is there an edit pause? No. There's not even a pause edit button. So I go live. This is a live. You're welcome. So you have to use your discernment. I'm going to the restroom. So you have to use your discernment. You're welcome not to leave, but I'm going to go. So I'll be right back. This chair might be empty. You might see my dog following me out. I have to close the door because I don't know. I don't want to let you hear me pee, worship, see me pee. I cup. You remember that joke? I cup, I see you pee. Okay, I'm done. So let me go refresh my drink. I need some ice and water in this cup because my throat is getting dry. You're welcome to stay. The question lines is still open. I just have to go real quick. I mean, everybody has that. Why you gotta do that? You are so welcome. You're so welcome, Tiff. I'm so glad to like confuse you even more because it's confusing to me, but discernment is important because if there's no evidence of like there's like no true evidence and or there's evidence that you're making into nothing. There's true evidence and there's evidence you know and you try to make it nothing. You gotta realize when it's you, okay? Give me a second, please, loves. Come on, kid. Come on. I got a restroom. I'm leaving here. So I thought. Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Oh. The cutest thing, yeah. We getting cute. Hang on, I said it. Only get it cute. This is annoying. Okay. Oh God. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. I just had to go so bad, and I had to take care of that. My dog's gonna have to go to the restroom soon, so it's a whole other thing. Okay. Hopefully later than sooner. But for now, thank y'all so much for your questions. Like, some people really just kind of don't know how to make sense of something you're in. So don't think that I don't understand. I understand. Like, ultimately understand why I'm being asked these questions. It has nothing to do with the fact that it doesn't make you like any less of, any more of, or nothing. It makes you trying to understand your journey, asking me these questions. And the reason why is, and I'm gonna hi Rashima, hey baby, welcome back. The reason why is, and let me make this clear. When you're trying to understand yourself, and this journey that I've traveled has been so tough. Trying to understand myself. Not understand. You know what? I can understand a bridge. I can stand under that beast and never know an answer of how it was built or who built it. But to understand yourself, to break down this and then make it this, that's an understanding. I broke that down and I built it into this. Difference. So when I broke down all of my snit, all of mine, not other people, eventually I got to them. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Well, I had to break down my snit first. Okay? Hi, Dad. I had to break down my snit first. Not their snit, my snit. You cannot you can't point out a karmic if you a karmic too. You have your own karma. So I had to go through my own karma. And sometimes my karma was to sit there and yell at a whole bunch, like, And then my biggest karma was to have to listen to their bitch. Okay? Their bullshit. Okay? We ain't about to listen to nobody's bullshit. Not today. That was my karma though. Because some people I was accepting it from. That's my karma. Bullshit. But then I had to look within myself and then break down my own bullshit. Bullshit. Because you can't point the finger at nobody else until you can deal with the three that's pointing back at you. Then you can say, look, I talked to Jesus about this. I talked to the world, the source, the universe, my ancestors, and my angels, God, source, and every crystal in my house about this. I even cussed out. I will cuss out all of them at the same time. When I was going through my snit, I said, why the heck am I going through this? Every time I didn't understand some snit. Okay? When I didn't understand the snit, I was, why? And I wasn't even nice about it. I acted like Jesus was a human. Okay? I mean, for real, if you want to come down here and box, we can box real quick. Even though he would win. I mean, for real. He's not like stuff he can do. I can't even just. But I'm a giant. I'm a giant in my, because at the end of the day, I kept telling them over and over again. I said, God, you don't live here. I do. And I just kept yelling at him like that. You don't have to deal with these people. I do. You deal with they spirits, they inward, they guilt and they shame and they this, and then you deal with giving them gifts and you deal with their prayers and all that. But you don't have to deal with them when they are with not listening to you. I do. We had all this cussing, but for years, I mean, for real, for years, I was cussing him out. Like, I got to deal with him. And you know this like me. I didn't do that. I didn't say nothing to him. I just sat there and let him just treat me like that. That was my karma, though, just to let somebody treat me like that. And I just didn't do nothing. It took me a long time to realize that. That was my karma. You're not one brought to this world just for somebody to just walk and stomp and shit all over me, snit all over me, and I don't do nothing. And you don't have to fight somebody to win the battle. Sometimes, don't say snit. Don't say nothing. Sometimes you just kind of gotta let people dig their own dang on hole in your heart. And then they're going to try one day to try to dig themselves out of it. And people will do the most amazing things when you don't say nothing. I mean, don't say shit. If you don't have no evidence, don't say shit. Have you seen that movie, The Diary of a Mad Black Woman? The first thing she did was shut her mouth and say nothing. And then she just got madder and madder. And when she started really just kind of thinking and observing, and this is not the mad black woman part. Don't get there. I mean, get there, because that is part of healing. I mean, you got to realize something wrong in order to fix it. Okay, her situation, a whole lot of snitch. But sometimes you got to realize what's wrong to fix it. And if it's you, your insecurities, that's the inner self. Okay. And somebody else is doing, it's something that's nobody, you just ain't at the place in your life yet that you are okay with just knowing that they didn't do nothing wrong. It's just that I just think that they did because my mama did it when my mama did it, and I went out with my mama and my daddy was sitting at home, and then she did it, then that was wrong. And then now I see somebody going out by themselves without me. I'm going to assume that they're doing it, and then I'm going to create all kinds of hell and havoc in their life. Because do you understand? Two separate people or two separate lives. Just because they choose to be together, that is not the same thing as being, you're not like, like at any point in time, one of y'all could leave. Because that's their life and your life is your life. Y'all just combining lives. Hey, here's my family. Here's your family. Here's a combination. But even if it was a marriage, there's a judge that could always know that shit. So you have to understand that if you're going to love somebody, you got to love them fully and for them. Just is it. Even if somebody walk up to them, they're still going to say no. If somebody walk up to you, you're still going to say no. That's so cute. Thank you. No. I'm happy where I'm at. Because you know what? I don't know what kind of toilet shit you bring. Excuse me. Shiznit. I don't know. That's the kind of love I'm looking for. I don't care what they say about gay folks out here. Like, look, here's about more fingers than you could please. Because I promise you, y'all straight people kind of got a lot of, y'all are really worse than us. Like, y'all are less committal than we are. I know. I dated a straight girl. And she's like, she wouldn't even commit to her own. She's been with that man since college. You got 30-something years old. And you still in my bedroom. And yeah, just because y'all broke up for a week, you here. You said that y'all was like over. No. Y'all was just on a break. that part. But also, I was also going through my own thing. So I think it was a trauma bonding. As she was breaking up with somebody, I was getting a divorce from my wife of 13 freaking years. I am very committal. But there was a lot of issues. She had childhood woundings, and so did I. And my woundings was I got tired of. That was when my wounding started to break. Yeah, I started like, and I was one of those people that kind of never said anything to anybody. I never disagreed. Like, I was one of those kids that never got in trouble. Even though my brothers and sisters were always getting in trouble, they was always doing things behind my parents' back. No, I do it in front of your face. If you don't like it, I'll take it. At least you know about it. Okay, Tiff, look. You've been single since 2016. Oh, this is such a rude freaking question. I hate to ask that. But if you tell me yours, I'll tell you mine. How old are you? I'm 42. I'm 40 as well. I've been single since 2019. Well, yeah. Since 2019, I've lived alone. And one thing I can say is, if you're still asking the question of if someone's, and I swear to God, I'm 40. Oh, well, I'm 39. I'll be 40 in November. Like I said, I'm a November baby. Now, if you're still wondering if that person is going to come back, don't wonder that. If you're still wondering if there's something wrong or something they did or you did, or I don't know who you asked about, but that got me on this rampage about self-worth. If you're still wondering, I know how you feel. One thing, and you know what? I need to get my hair done and all that good stuff. But you know what? I'm taking a hiatus from responsibility so I can focus on myself. I know self-love is part of it. But I also have something I'm trying to do with my hair, so I don't want to say anything, but I'm just on some other stuff. But let's rewind it. If you're still wondering, let me tell you something. You are a 40-year-old goddess that don't even need to think. What if you were 26? Would you still be wondering? Don't nothing change but the years. The year. What if you? Hell no, you're right. You would not still be wondering. You think that just because that's your wounding. You think just because you got older that there ain't still people that go around looking at you like you a piece of ice cream and cake? 40 forward, thank you. And you know what? I don't even use the 3 F's. I know, because guess what? And I say this all the time, and watch my other videos. I can remember the last time I opened up my own door, and I'm single out here, and I drive my own car. And I'm talking about other than my car door in my house. If I go in the store, a man opens the door. When I walk, they're always like this. Look, that's confirmation. It's the God honest truth. I swear on Jesus. Like this. Here you go, ma'am. Thank you very much. Wait a minute. I got you. Look, I'll pay for that. I'll buy you breakfast. But you know what? It's because I believe in myself. I don't give a fuck. And you know what? I am not about to even dot any of these gray hairs. Yes, I'm about to get my hair done because I like the way I look with my look. I made a look and I got it and it's mine. But I own it. Hello, Carlos. How you doing, sweet love? I own it. I am who I am. And if I wasn't, then why would I say I am? That's Eminem. That was so stupid back in the day, remember? He's the only one with the blonde hair. White guy. Yes. Yes. You can ask a question. And you know what? And it doesn't change who I am. And they see the gay necklace, and they see my phoenix, and they see my car, and then they see my button-down t-shirt still, and they see my Jordan shoes, and they see my tight jeans because I like my tight jeans. I don't know, make my booty look good. And then they still open and close my door for me, buy me breakfast, take me out on wherever I need to go. Do what the hell ever they need. They still beg me the same way they beg y'all straight ladies. I still get, and I still have to keep telling them the same thing every single time. It's a no. Not only am I not dating you, but can nobody no more. I gotta be in like a whole desperate state for somebody to get between these legs. I don't need. There's a difference between want. I want somebody to take me out on a date like a proper ass fucking person. Or I want somebody to take out on a date like a proper ass person. Like they deserve it. Open their freaking door. I want to open their freaking door. A lady's door. Open the freaking car door without them saying, you don't got to open my door for me. Do you know how many times I heard that? That's some crazy shiznit. I go around and say, hold on, open your door. And you tell me you ain't got to don't open my door. I can open my own door. What? First of all, who is Enrique? Is that your friend or hers? A friend. Okay. Let me tell you something. Now, I'm not going to get into your personal relationship and tell you exactly what's going on, but I will tell you the truth. And the truth is, don't ignore the red flags, but at the same time, you have to realize whether it's you or them. If there's a reason why you feel that way, then discuss it with your girlfriend. But you know, a pair of lips will always say anything. So if there's nothing there, then stop making something of it. But if there's something there, there's a smile, a wink, overnight stay that you don't understand, taking out on dinner, or going to the movies, or something like that they are actually engaging in, then okay. But if there's like no evidence, you just get jealous because they make jokes with each other and they laugh and you're all together, and you have you have a jealous disposition anyway, then let it go until there's evidence that there's something to be wrong. You don't shit in a pecan pie. If the shit is sweet and full of good nuts, then go ahead and love on it. But if there's nothing wrong with it, then leave it alone. I mean, half the people don't want to hear that stuff. There's no evidence. She didn't go out with him. She didn't do nothing. She's like, they're just like, hi, shake hands, hello, Enrique, and goodbye. There's nothing to prove that she did anything. If that's the case, sometimes people just have a jealous disposition. Well, okay. Believe her until it's an issue. Until you find an actual, and don't go looking for an issue. Because a true person, and if it's truly what it was, God will not hide it from you. It will be right smack dab in your face, and you don't have to go look for it. It will find you. Okay? Otherwise, y'all all be friends. There's nothing wrong with some other guy being your friend and her friend too. Not in the way that you're taking people out. And don't take my girlfriend out for lunch while I'm at my house and I find y'all at lunch and I'm supposed to not question why the f y'all here. No. But in a way that if y'all are all hanging out and y'all are cool and there's like nothing but like a high five and then you find something to be jealous about, then that's you, baby. It's not that. It's just you. Just because they both like table hockey and you like table tennis, I mean, just because they both yeah, table hockey and you like table tennis doesn't mean that they're flirting. That means, and she likes table tennis and table hockey, that doesn't mean that they're flirting. That means she likes to play games. She likes to play table hockey and table tennis. Let me make a big ass deal out of nothing. If there's no evidence, don't make there be a question. Like, for real. Like, the more you bring on a problem, the more problems you get. If it's got some crazy stuff in your messages, Carlos, it rejected it, sweet love. But I just be careful out here. Love yourself first. But don't, sometimes it's inner childhood wounding, especially if you have like a family that like there was always like this jealous like undertone in your family, like somebody made your brother more important or you were more important, or your dad try to do things. Like sometimes there's always this kind of weird undertone in your family, and then you get in relationships and then there's no problems, you make one. If there's no issue, don't make one. And then if there isn't, don't react to anything that isn't an issue until it is an issue, because that's the first way to break up a good thing. That's the first way you can poop in your pumpkin pie. That's all I gotta say. Make an issue where there is not one. Can you stop chewing on me? I'm not your toy. Get your toy. Thank you, Dad. So that's just it. But if like, come on. I mean, just because two people like chicken don't mean they're in love. Even though they like fried chicken and you like rotisserie, they like fried chicken. They still friends with fried chicken, and you still they friends with rotisserie. Y'all just eat two different chickens, but that's still your girlfriend. Don't mean nothing just because you like Italian. If that person wasn't there and she likes Chinese, that doesn't mean that she's not your girlfriend. If that person wasn't there and she still ate Chinese and then you ate Italian, don't make something out of nothing. I don't know why your messages are getting retracted, baby, but you might have to find a different way to write it. Give me 5 seconds because I got to get a cigarette and a lighter. My channel. If you don't like it, exit stage left. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, next. For real. Like, people will like it. I used to date people. The only thing is, the reason I even know this is because I used to date people that used to get in their own heads about me. Parents. My parents would used to get, oh my God, I can't even tell you. I mean, people used to like really reflect their inner childhood woundings on me. Like, I literally had to like start protecting my energy. My parents are, where they come from, it was normal to do that to your children. Things that were wrong in their life, they tried to make it what's wrong. What? Oh Jesus, I can't even. If I told you even a story, you'd be like, "What the?" I was like, "Look here. I'm not you. I don't even like the same stuff as you do. I literally can change my destiny, and you can't change you from yesterday. What do you? No, I don't sell my body. That's something you did. What do you mean? How are you making it out here then? This about as sell my body as I get. Like, I sell my mind. It's not even a sell my mind. I give it freely because I believe that there's change that can be made in this world from that thinking. Like, don't think like that. Jesus, just because you 40, don't even you just ancient and can't do nothing, go nowhere. That ain't no guys out here that's 42 that think the same thing. I should show you my Facebook. And guys out here like 50, 60, they hit me up on the line. Like, I'm just like, why do I have to like screen people now? Why excuse me. You saw my picture, okay? Why do you want to talk to me? I can just be your friend on Facebook. And not in like a narcissistic way, but just kind of like in a they asked me to be their friend, and then they just like, hey baby, hey baby, hey baby. Look, I don't care how much money you make. I don't care what you do. I'm not. Look, love, money don't make love. At the end of the day, the same stripper booty that I saw on your Facebook when I looked through your page, the same stripper booty that you gonna get when I'm sitting there in your goddamn face. You is not about to like put me in a pretty place on a fucking motherfucking pedestal and think you about to sit me there while you sit there and do your snap, and then I gotta sit there and watch you do it. And you invited me all the way out to a country I'm not even from or fluent, and then I'm stuck there because I need your money to get back. Or I can create my own. That sounds like a whole bunch of drama. Versus, I can create my own. And I can wait for someone that is really going to truly adore me. A perfectly good lady. I would rather wait. People don't understand that. I'd rather wait. I'd rather wait. I'd rather wait. I'd rather wait. Ain't nothing wrong. Going, get you something to feel good. Ain't nothing wrong with watching a little something on TV. But I promise you, I don't know what you got. Let me tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story. I found out this for real. And this is real life story because I know everybody in the city. I kind of do on accident. On accident. So, a guy that I know And I frequently buy clothes from him. He has, on the north end, he has a wife, and on the south end, he has a girlfriend, and they all live together. That's trippy. It works out. I have nothing against polygamy. If that works for you, it works for you. If it don't, it don't. It don't work for me. Second, I tell that story to tell this one. Somebody told me that they were dating somebody. Oh, they homegirl was dating somebody. She said, I have to cover for my homegirl because she's out with her other man. Okay. Because she said, this and that. Okay. So 2 days later, she said, oh my God, girl. Our homegirl got an STD and gave it to a man. It's confirmation. I ain't lying. I said, what? And then she got COVID from the man that she was sleeping with and gave it to her husband. I said, what? Look, girl. And you said she was at the ice cream shop with you, whatever the heck you told him. And you stuck yourself in that too. And that's what I'm saying. I'll leave it at that. STD and COVID from the same damn man and gave it to her husband. And he wondered why his balls itching. That's his issue. Why he's leaking. Whatever it is. That's his issue. Look, I've been with you for 40 years. I ain't never leave before until now. That old couple, old school couple. I just wanted to know if I still got it. She said, oh, you got it. Didn't you? Like I said, I couldn't help but to laugh. It's not really funny, but it's just kind of like, I'd rather go to, I don't know, the stove and get my loving than to question that. I just would rather. So anyway, there's a lot of rejected messages from Carlos. I'm so sorry, sweet love. I don't know why it's doing that pop out chat. Participants, Carlos. I don't know, sweet. I don't know why it's doing that, sweet. I'm so sorry it's rejecting everything. Unless like there's something that you're writing that is not supposed to be on here. Because I did start editing my messages because it's just getting ridiculous. So this is the BziB Q&A. Please feel free to answer, ask. It's been a long minute. Birds of a feather. Oh my God. I should have been reading these. A wish upon a star. Into me I see. That's what I was saying. Letting go. Awakening genius. Healing the heart. Tender embrace. And expose your rebel. That's what I was saying. Is that uncharted seas. Look at this compass. See the compass? Excuse me. When I first saw this card, I had never noticed that. The uncharted seas. That's completion, like the number of 10. 4 and 6. 4 4 and 7 is 11, which is the one that came before it, which was sacrificed reverence. You sacrificed yourself. Don't ever do that. Don't ever forget who you are. Stop letting people put you in a box. I can still be beautiful. I can still be sexy. I can still be gorgeous and be a masculine. I can still like a beautiful lady. I do. I'm not so interested in men. I'm not. I can still be me around the clock. I can have dark brown eyes and curly weave and Indian hair and be a majority of Indian. I can be 40. I can have gained. Actually, you know the weirdest thing happened? I used to be like really muscular. Like, look at my early videos. I used to be really muscular and almost a whole ass guy. But I got to the point, I'm at the point in my life that I don't want to dominate someone. I just want someone that's going to love me the way I am and be by my side. Is it like that hard to love someone for themselves? You have to like go out of your way to try to change them. You can't change anyone else. That's the marrying motive. If you want to get married someday, let me see if I can get this card to focus. I think it's my lighting. I gotta change it. If you want to get married someday, you have to realize that that person is going to be them. 9 times out of 10, I can't even say that the same because some married people, they just kind of try to change the other person into what they want them. Birds of a feather flock together. So all them dominant people, all them weird people, all the people that's not really about. Look, love me for our similarities, and then love me for our differences. I love you for your similarities to me, and I love you for your differences. You're different from me. I don't want to change you. I want to adore the person that you are. And at any given time, you could change. You could change into like, you can go from this person to that. And then, do I still love you for who you are? Because if you knew who I was when I was that person into this, you realize it's the same person. It's just somebody that chose to do things differently. A wish upon a star. I just chose at some point in time. 3 plus 9 is 12. I just chose to do things differently. Oh, my dog has to go out to the restroom. I'm so sorry, y'all. So I gotta cut this right now. But look, see, into me. It's the truth. See into me. Don't just see me as an outward, but see into me. Let go of that outward emotion and awaken your genius and have, like, literally take time to have a healing heart, because a tender embrace is sometimes all someone needs. Sometimes then their soul will be exposed and revealed, and you have the world with them, the divine matrix. Like, open your eyes, open your ears. It's what is and not what you want it to be. The root of abundance is the root of a person. And I'm trying to tell you, there is no land in between. So call in your muse. For real, awaken the lion, and endless possibilities are within everything. A higher view. Think. That's when you'll be broken open and open to discovery and beyond the ordinary, and burst through the magic and start telling tales that you can actually live with. That's it. I'm Asa Wants the Hierophant. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the likes, the questions, and living with me within the divine. Can't wait to see you guys again. I gotta go. My dog gotta pee. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to donate, the cash app is below. Appreciate you. Love y'all.